Now, Harry and Meghan, they were spotted at this star-studded Hollywood gala just hours before heading to Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party at Jeff Bezos' mansion. So Meghan posted with Serena Williams at the Baby to Baby fundraiser in LA, which supports families in needs. And then later that night, the Sussexes joined the James Bond-themed celebrations for the Kardashian matriarch. What can you tell us about this?
Well, apparently this friendship between Serena Williams and the Bezos family and the Jenners, it dates back to about 2023 when they were all seen photographed at a Beyonce concert. So they've been all besties for at least 2 years, which in Hollywood terms is probably a long time. Probably in normal terms about 20 years. And so she went along to Serena's charity do and of course went to Chris's James Bond theme party. But I didn't see a lot of interaction between the Jenner tribe and Harry and Meghan. I noticed that Harry turned up with a poppy on, which I think is fabulous as well. But I did see that as a bit of a sign of him pining for his past and his, you know, legacy of as being a military man and things. So I felt a twinge of sadness, only very shortly, obviously, when I saw that. But yeah, they're still trying to move in those circles, and I don't think it's any coincidence that the Netflix project was announced at the same time as she was trying to cozy up to the Kardashian clan. No,
I think you're right. Strategic indeed. Now, Prince William, Princess Catherine, they reportedly have a deliberate plan for Prince George, and they're determined to raise George to be a strong future king, according to royal author Robert Jobson, and according to his new book, The Windsor Legacy. They want George to understand what is ahead, but of course live as a boy first. So what Prince William and Princess Catherine are doing to make their eldest son the future king, Prince George, strong, that is according to the royal biographer. What do you make of this plan?
Jobbo is very well sourced, so I think this is absolutely 100% true that they're very strategic about how they're raising George. They want him to be prepared for being king, but not overwhelmed by it. So they still want him to have a normal childhood as much as you can do in the royal family and develop a maturity which will allow him to cope with being king eventually one day. And I know in Jobbo's story, he was talking about how previous heirs have felt too rushed or too overburdened and therefore haven't been able to grow into the role. And I think William and Catherine are particularly careful not to allow that to happen to George. And also Catherine comes from a very tight-knit, close, warm, loving family. So she wants that replicated for her 3 children. And that's the best environment, I think, to basically grow and mature a young man who will one day be king and won't be resentful about doing it either.
Finally, Princess Anne is in Australia to mark 100 years since the formation of the Australian Defence Force. Louise, can you bring us up to speed on Princess Anne's visit here?
Yes, so she's been here for the 100th anniversary of the Royal Australian Corps of Signals. I had to get that name right. So it's got a very military theme to this, the 4-day tour. She's been in Sydney. She's going to a number of Remembrance Day services. She's met with Sam Mostyn, the Governor-General. So I think there has been some speculation about the timing of this, that it could be bad for her, but I disagree. I think it's a wonderful thing for the royal family to have their best brand ambassador beyond the King and obviously William and Catherine in Australia, showing that the reliable, dependable royals, that's actually what they are. They're not Andrew. These are the people who actually represent the monarchy. And of course, all the military people love seeing Anne because she is so authentic and very interested in the work that they do. Absolutely. And she's been, you know, involved with that Australian Defence Force for many years. So